Welcome to Carol on Creativity. My name is Carol Peters, and today we're in my studio with a special guest, and we are going to do some fabulous witches hats for Halloween, or you can take this idea and do any hat. And we're also going to do some lovely fall decor that you can use in your home. And I have a very special guest today, and I'd like her to introduce herself.
Hello, I'm Juliana Vanni, and I'm from Christopher High School, and I'm an arts representative there, and that's where I get to work with Carol.
Yes, she's a fabulous addition to our Arts and Culture Commission, and thank you for coming, and she's a fabulous artist as well. Yeah. So we are actually going to do some witches hats, and the idea behind this was to everyone come make a witches hat, maybe at your home, and then have a party and judge them and say, which one's the best, who did the best job. But since Kate and William got married, that fabulous wedding, oh my God, everybody in the world watched it. And all of the guests had these incredible hats.
And they're really abstract looking too. They just went up like crazy. They're really cool.
So now hats are in fashion. So you can get a hat that's unembellished and make your own fabulous hat, whether it be a witch's hat or any hat. So let me show you what we have. This hat up in the front is a hat that has velvet wrapped around it, and then ribbon that has a silver kind of glitter to it wrapped around that in diagonal, and then just some feathers around the edge. It's very, very simple. The ones behind me are beautifully done. This purple one is wrapped with fabric that's purple and black and just twirled around the top. And then we've taken some flowers that actually were very inexpensive and stuck them on the brim. So very easy and just very, very powerful in color. Mm-hmm. This one, Juliana, why don't you explain that one?
This one right here, actually, she took a boa and just wrapped it around. It was like really quick too. It doesn't take a long time, and you're gonna put a mask right here to really make it pop. I mean, the colors makes it stand out, and you don't have to have like just a boring hat. You can really like decorate it, and it comes out really beautiful.
Yeah, these masks, I mean, you can use them for everything. So all this is a mask just stuck around. Perfect, easy. These are purchased. The big hat over there actually came from Brazil. I had the opportunity to go to Brazil to Carnival, and if you want to see some masks and some beautiful, beautiful headdresses and embellishments with feathers and everything you can think of, Carnival is just crazy beautiful. So I brought the mask that's over here. Juliana, can you pick it up, the red one with the feathers?
Oh, this one right here?
I brought this mask to
this
Brazil.
One's gorgeous.
Okay, this was a little cheapy mask I bought. I stuck some glitter on it. You can see in the back, it's not really. You can tell it's homemade. I stuck the stick on, I wrapped it with fabric, and then I added some feathers. Okay, this was my Carnival mask. When I got there and I saw these, I thought, forget my mask. You know, and I wanted to purchase the headdress so that I could bring it home because I'm an art person and I knew I'd, you know, enjoy showing it off. And then the little small little eye piece, you could buy those separately and wear that. So had a lot of fun doing that. So I'm going to show you, this is kind of the idea. This is a very cheap hat. And Halloween stores are all over. There's very, very an opportunity right now to buy witches hats. But you can have another hat and do the same thing. And all we did with this, because it's already purple, is take a purple boa and you can just stick it right around there.
It's amazing what just like one small thing could do to just like totally change the hat and bring it out, the character and whatnot. So.
Gorgeous. Okay, and Juliana, show them another fast way.
Yeah, so as you can see, this hat is probably like just plain old hat, and we add a mask right here, and the gold and the black right there really brings out the colors and whatnot. It doesn't even take that long either. It's like really quick, so it's fun to just enjoy the creativity of it.
So now we're going to get started making our hats. The one I made is right in front of me, in front of the table, and it has a lot of the beautiful fabric on it and some feathers, and also a mask. And Juliana?
And mine's kind of a little bit similar. It's the purple and orange one, and I added some roses on it to really make it pop. I thought the roses would look fun for the Halloween theme and whatnot, so that's what I decided to do.
Your imagination, we had all kinds of opportunities for creativity. We had boxes and boxes of supplies, and then you have to narrow it down to what do you really want to do.
I think that's the hard part, is just figuring out what you want.
Okay, so I'm just using a little satin hat. This was inexpensive, and stuffed it with paper to make it stay up, and then I taped the bottom. So what you need is a hat, and it could be not only a witch's hat, it could be any hat. I chose, some sparkly fabric, and I got this at a fabric store, and I cut it up.
I like the sparkles in there too.
I know, and this comes with the sparkles. This is a little trim that I'm going to put around the edge, some feathers, and some sequins, and of course,
hot glue guns.
the glue gun.
Yeah.
And some scissors. That's just about it. So we'll get started. And we're going to work together so that we can both talk about what we're doing. The first thing I'm going to do is take the big fabric, the big piece of fabric that's going to cover my hat, and I chose blue because I have the peacock feathers that have that blue in them. So whenever you decide what you're going to do, think of a color and then actually go with lighter, darker, and different shades of that color, and then you'll be fine. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this, and I'm just going to glue it down, and then Juliana, where are you going to start?
I think I'm going to start with this orange fabric right here. Actually, it was just from a skirt from a Halloween store. So it's an interesting way you can take just from really any material. But I'm actually going to wrap this one around, and it's going to go just right around here.
And it goes quick.
Yeah, it doesn't take a long time at all.
Does not take long. And always have a surface. We have cardboard. Cardboard is a nice surface to glue on because it doesn't actually stick as much as it would to, say, paper or plastic. So I use cardboard for everything. I love the boxes at Costco because I cut the bottoms out and you can get a nice big thick piece. I'm always recycling everything. So, yeah, I don't know. If you don't, if you have an idea first, that's the main thing. Get an idea in your head, and then you just go with it. And what we did was we kind of got the materials out. We kind of put it on there. If it didn't work, we changed our mind. So that once you get the glue gun hot, you want to know what you're doing. You don't want to okay, I forgot what I'm doing here. And if you switch your mind, change your mind, that's fine. So now I'm going to take two pieces of fabric. I cut a black and a turquoise, just 'cause. And I'm just going to take this and wrap it around the hat.
Oh, that is very interesting. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
It'll match the feathers too.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea. If you stay in your color range, and just a rule, no matter what kind of craft you're doing or painting, if you take one color and you do lighter and darker of that color, you're good. And I just want to see what I'm doing here. That's kind of pretty.
Mm-hmm. Fluffs it up and just the boring black of it.
And what are you doing, Juliana?
For mine, I'm actually adding the purple to it to give it a Halloween theme. And so I just added this purple right here, and there's the orange underneath, as you can see. I'm probably now going to add this ribbon right here, and I'm just going to wrap it around so it's not just so fluffed out, and I could kind of organize it a little bit and bring a cute little Halloween theme to it.
So I've got a base down. All I did is loosely wrap the fabric. I didn't glue it to death, and you really don't have to. And so now I need to see the front of it because that's where, and I hope I can do this kind of to the camera so you'll be able to see it. I am going to just position these feathers so one is down and one is up. So like that. So they're not side by side. And just have them. And usually 3 is better than 2. If you have, any kind of a project going on.
Three's the magic number.
3, 5, 7, odd numbers are it. I had this one that I was going to put there, and that actually would work on its own. So I thought, you know what, being the mask person that I am, I think I'll forget that one and just put this big, beautiful mask there. And that will finish my hat.
Mine right now, I'm at the part where I'm going to add the roses. This is going to give it a little fun, flamboyant feel to it. So we're just going to add those ones right there, and then I'm going to get a silver one too. And it's always fun to stick with, if you're going to do some colors, just stick with the same ones. That way you don't have to like have like a whole rainbow array of colors. But
usually the rule of thumb is 3 colors max, even when you're painting. Because people think of colors as like, you know, like this is basically one color. It's blue, 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 okay? But when you go outside of that, then if you have blue, red, orange, purple, green, it's so much it confuses the eye. So values of a color, the lightness and darkness of one color will give you a real big variety. And also, if you get colors that are in the cool area, so the greens, the blues, the purples, will all be beautiful together. And in your case, you're doing almost like opposite colors. So that's also a good rule of thumb. So just knowing color wheel, and if you're ever stumped, just stick to 2 and the light and dark of those colors, and you'll be fine. I might have to wrap that around just a little bit, but I think I am finished. And that was very quick. I have to turn it around and see if I really am finished. I could add a little bit more to it, like I did the one in the front, and just primp it and add some sequins to it as well from these packs, which you just peel them off. You can just peel them off and stick them, and they add some nice glitter to it. And then this trim went around the edge, and if you're still working, I'll just add that to it. And this is just a little trim.
I'm just adding some feathers right here, so.
Okay, and we're just about done, so that was very quick.
And there we go.
Yeah.
So you have like your finished result right there, and it's pretty simple. I didn't use much to make it either.
So now we're gonna switch from Halloween and the hats and the embellished hats, and we're gonna go into some beautiful fall decor. We've done the witches' hats, we've decorated them, Halloween is over, and it's time for fall. And actually you could put all of these beautiful decorations out from before Halloween all the way through fall and into right before Christmas, because they're absolutely fabulous. Very, very easy to make. Most of these are just things that you can pick up anywhere. This is a real pumpkin, and it's absolutely beautiful. It doesn't even look real because it's sprayed with metallic paint. This is a pumpkin that is not real. It's plastic, and we're going to show you how to do this as well, and it's sprayed and decorated. This is a beautiful can that the lid comes off, and it's just a tin can that was painted black and then decorated, and actually with a bow in front. And I made these, and didn't take me very long at all. And this is just a twig pumpkin that was unembellished, and I just threw some leaves on it. The little cans are absolutely darling. These are just little tin cans, or you can get the little boxes at the craft store and paint them. And then I just glue gunned a little pumpkin on top of that. I think one of the tips I can give you, if you're going to do a lot of things, and you can actually set up and do a lot of things at once, is to buy a wreath. This is not a wreath, this is a garland. If you buy a garland, then all you have to do is take that garland and take some snips and cut your leaves off as you need them. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna make this pumpkin. This is a real pumpkin that you just buy at the store. And I have a real pumpkin right here, and it's heavy. That's why I know it's a real pumpkin. And get some spray paint. Now, if you're gonna have your children do this, you spray it yourself, and of course have a lot of ventilation. You shake up your can, and I bought metallics. I bought a copper, I bought a gold, and I also bought a lighter, kind of a bronze color. And just stand back and turn it into a beautiful almost metallic. Look how beautiful that is right away. Now, at this point, you can throw glitter on it as well when it's wet, and the glitter will just stick. So this is the real pumpkin, and this is exactly the same pumpkin as this. Okay, so all I did is spray it. Let's try another color, just for the fun of it. I don't know what this one is. And I'm going to kind of just leave some of that showing. Or maybe I'll hit it with another color, just because I end up always using a couple colors. But whoops, since this has, boy, these almost look like they're made out of gold. Okay, and I left a little bit of the pumpkin showing, the color, the orange. So now what we're going to do is we're going to actually walk over to the table, and we're going to embellish these pumpkins and show you how to do the boxes. And it's very fast, very easy, and you can have a gorgeous, gorgeous table decoration, or you can have your home look fabulous. Now we're going to take the pumpkins that we just sprayed, and also the pumpkin that was not real that we sprayed, the cans that we showed you, and we are going to show you exactly how to do it and how simple it is. All right, here is the real pumpkin, the one I just, sprayed the spray paint on in a metallic. Now the metallic is important because it really makes the pumpkin look like it's made out of metal. But of course you can use dull rust colors and mix them together, because that would be beautiful as far as texture and shine. So what I'm going to do, if you can hand me the spray.
This one right here? Okay.
This is an adhesive spray. And if you did not put the glitter on it when the pumpkin was wet with the spray paint, just shoot a little of this on it, and then take your glitter and put it on. Very simple. And then just add a bow. And that's it. Perfectly easy. If you want to add some leaves, you've got your garland, and it's ready to be
got these ones right here too.
pruned.
Yes.
We definitely have done a lot of taking the leaves from that. You can add a little leaf to it, and it's very, very cute, very fast. And you can do more to it as you wish. This is the fake pumpkin, and I'm going to set this out here. And again, this was the plastic one, so if you say, you know what, I want to keep this for a long time because I'm loving it. I don't want it to, wilt. And actually, once these are sprayed, you cannot believe how long they last. I mean, it's crazy. I'm going to take some red glitter on this one just for fun, and some of the orange. And then what I'm going to do is just glue gun these leaves in, and I will later, but you can just add whatever leaves you want, whatever you think. And let me get these littler ones. And voila, you have a beautiful metallic looking pumpkin, easy peasy. You want to just put that one over there, Juliana?
I'll put this one right over here.
With this one, this is very, very simple. I just bought a plain, unembellished twig pumpkin that, is a lot less expensive. If you buy the pumpkins that are decorated, you're paying a lot of money for it.
Yeah, turns out to be a lot.
So if you buy all the stuff that's just unembellished and just buy a garland, you have thousands of
I know, you can make several of them, seriously.
So here you go. You can just add some leaves to it, and that's it. And Juliana is going to actually decorate that can, and that can has been painted black. So any cylinder that you have that maybe even a can that something came in, you can paint all one color, and that's a matte flat black. And then let us know what you're doing.
All right, so right here, I'm just gonna be adding this ribbon right here, and I also added a ribbon just before. And I'm just gonna wrap this around real quick, and I'm gonna glue it back here, as you can see. Let's get this glued.
And the reason that you select the ribbon that has the shine and the ribbon that has more of a matte look is so that you get a variety of texture and a variety of reflection off of it. If you have too matte, it's going to give you a completely different look. And since we're all about glitz and getting all this shiny and beautiful, we wanted to add a little sparkle.
And then you could also add you can add these leaves right here, and even in a pumpkin, so you can add all of these right here and a variety of stuff really. You can go with these leaves, you can go with this part right here, really just whatever. Just let your creativity go off, so yeah.
Very, very nice. So we showed you the finished product, and that's pretty much how you do it.
You just go from there, yeah.
And this had a lot of ornamentation on the top, and I just wiped it out. Okay, the little cans. These are just little cans, and a lot of times you'll find things on sale, or you can actually buy the little cardboard cans at the craft store. But these I got a good deal, and you can actually put things in them that'll be, like favors at a table. If you do a wonderful holiday dinner and you want everyone to have a treat, maybe, and put it in the middle of the plate, it's really, really cool. So these are pretty high shine, and they're pretty, they look more like something a child would have.
Yeah.
And they're not as, refined looking. So let me just give you a tip on how to paint them. We have all these warm colors out on a palette. And it's yellow, the two oranges, a lighter orange, and this is the regular high intensity orange, a brown, and then a white and a black. And the secret to me and the quickness is I use a big brush because I paint really fast and I like to cover a lot of area. Dip it a little water, and you can use, we have glitter here too. And I pick up more than one color or value, well, they're different colors in this case, but these are two different values, an orange and an orange. So what I do is I pick up several colors at once, adding a little dark to it, and then I just start putting it down. And my favorite way of covering an area, and this is also good if you're painting a picture of a sky, is cross, 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 like make X's. And then what happens is it's very random, and it looks like it has texture and it has more depth because you're getting the light and the dark. If you stir this thing completely up and then you paint it on, it's going to be solid and it's not going to have as much dimension and it's not going to be as pretty. So just any way it works is good. There's no plan to this except you want lights and darks. Okay. So now this is one that is dry. Okay, same idea. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to add a little texture to the lid, and I'm going to take a little piece of sponge, squeeze it out, and I just want to show you this. This is a bottle of water, and after I drank the water, I just cut the bottom off, and they make really good containers, and you can recycle. And artists, I think, were the first people that really recycled because it costs a lot to buy containers and to buy different things. I'm going to pick up a little bit of black and a little bit of brown and a little bit of this mixture here. I'm going to dab it so I don't have too much, and then I'm just going to texture it with my sponge to give it some interest on the top, just to add a little dark to it because it seems like it needs a little breaking up. So that's basically easy peasy in a second. And then, voila, I get a little pumpkin that I got in a great big pack. Take my trusty glue gun and shoot some glue on there, stick that on there, and I can take a ribbon and put it around the edge, and my little can is done. Very quick, very
You don't even have to do
very easy.
that. If you want to, you can put other stuff on top. It's all about creativity, whatever works, just as long as it's the same colors. That's the technique of it.
And what about the pack in front of you?
The pack right here, this one? Oh, these leaves, yes. So really, if you want to add more of a fall color to it also, you can add these leaves right here. They also have a stick on right here. And then, let me open this up right here. I could add some on mine. Let's see. I think I can add a little bit of red right here because I could see there's a little bit right there. I'm just going to glue these on. And
these leaves are called table scatter, and they're like $1 a pack. And this would be really, really cool for a child to do. They could paint the can. This is acrylic paint. It's, you know, basically non-toxic. And and have them do the 2 colors, if not this many, just a couple colors. And then actually these leaves, you can also buy them where they're self-adhesive. So all I'd have to do is stick the leaves on, and it's really a neat project for kids. And kids love to decorate. I mean, they could do the pumpkins. You could take these pumpkins. This is a real one. You could actually carve this pumpkin and have a light in it. You could cut the top off, discard the top, and put a hurricane lamp in it with a candle, and put this on your table and set the lid on the side, which would be beautiful if you lined them up down a table. There's so many things that you can do with these pumpkins. We actually sprayed lots and lots of them and sold them and made a lot of money, and basically it cost pennies to make. So I hope you enjoyed the show, and we had a lot of fun just decorating and doing fall things, and you can show the different pumpkins that we made, the witches' hats that we made, and it was very, very enjoyable having Juliana as my guest, and I want to thank you for being here.
It was fun.
And I also want to thank the fabulous crew from Gav TV Productions. Amazing, Marilyn Abad Cardinelli, Joe Cardinelli, Anawak, Teresa, Barbara, everyone that's here today. Thank you very, very much. And I hope you go out and you start decorating for fall. And we always say, I forgot.
We always say, ciao for now.